right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Vinnie Eastwood Show, broadcasting live from the fabulously fluoridated capital of Auckland, New Zealand, the island-chained nation in the sunny slave South Pacific. It's not only fluoridated, it's also Fukushima irradiated, which is good for the economy, because now everybody can get a part-time job as an incandescent light bulb. And my very special guest is, I believe, DJ Profit. Welcome to the program.
Thank you so much, Vinny. It's an honour to be with you.
Could you please tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do? Because I've been away from a 2-week break, and I think I got about 3 hours sleep. I think I've been up all night editing a wonderful documentary for the Fluoride Action Network, and I just got it finished, and I feel refreshed and pumped, and I can't wait to interview you.
Awesome. Well, the more information that gets out about the negativities of fluoride, the better.
Yeah,
No
negativity's such a good thing these days.
Great to be on your show, Vinny. I've been following your show now, and you have some great guests on, and I'm very happy to be one of your guests.
Yeah, well, you're going to add to the list, yo.
Okay. American Freedom Radio rocks.
It does. Kind of like Fraggle.
Fraggle?
As in Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, I was going to tell you something about yourself, perhaps, because, my name is DJ Profit. I've been DJ Profit since 1998. I'm a kind of a tech DJ, like Psytrance, actually. I like to DJ. Are you familiar with that style of music, Psytrance?
Is it the kind of music where you drop an E and you buzz out to it on the dance floor and such? If that's the case, then yes. The what?
As long as it's hallucinogenic.
Oh, a hallucinogenic trance. Yes, I'm also familiar with those.
Well, you don't have to be hallucinogenized or anything like that, but, I mean, the music does it itself, really.
Well, as long as it's not hallucino-eugenics.
I was going to ask you, though, Vinny, because I do a little bit of astrology, and I'm familiar with birth signs and stuff, and I'd be interested to know, and I'm sure the audience would be, to know what your birth sign is.
I was born on probably the worst day of the year in terms of if you ever want anybody to show up to your birthday party, 29th of December, so that would make me a Capricorn.
Oh, my goodness. 29th December, huh? So right in the middle of the summer for you.
Yeah, Capricorn. That's the reason I'm so fond of hats and also of corn.
Always got a good joke to tell, that's for sure.
Oh well, I've always got a joke, whether or not it's good.
Well, I enjoyed meeting your cousin. Oh, anyway, what I was going to say about you, because you think you're a Capricorn, right?
Allegedly.
Yeah. But you got to think, like, what if it was 6 months away and you were, instead of a Capricorn, you'd be what would it be, Gemini or Cancerian?
What do you mean?
Because the whole astrology is based in the northern hemisphere. The characteristics are based on observation of northern hemisphere subjects.
Ah.
In Australia, I found anybody born south of the equator, that it's flipped. Like your sign would be the 6-month away sign rather than the sign you think it is.
How interesting.
Yeah, because it's based on the progression of seasons. You see, like how the seasons progress, and if you're born if your mother's impregnated in March, then you'll be born in December, which happened with you. But your seasons are off. In Australia, they're completely opposite, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought I'd pass that along to you. I mean, it might trip you out for a little while, so.
I don't know. The relevance really is lost on me, because people have told me I'm a Capricorn, that there's such and such aspects to my personality. People have told me that I was born in the year of a snake, therefore I'm charming, or something like that. And it's just, I'm still just me.
Yeah. Well, you're doing an amazing thing for the truth movement, I think, and I'm very happy to be a part of it on your show.
Yeah. And, what's funny is over the holidays, I watched this film called The Insider. You know, the one with Al Pacino and Russell Crowe.
Oh yeah.
About the whistleblower. And I'm a bit of an emotional guy, and I overthink things a lot. So naturally, I became a radio show host. And what occurred to me while watching that film is that I'm Al Pacino, right? I'm the one trying to fight for these whistleblowers and getting a whole bunch of shtick for it, and trying to argue with the scumbags and things like that, just trying to get the truth out because it's important. And all my guests, these wonderful whistleblowers and people like yourself, they all suffer enormous challenges. You know, maybe not specifically having bullets put in their mailboxes and so on and so forth, but there was
your computer being bugged and things like that.
Yeah, computer being bugged, threatening emails. But the one thing that actually struck me in particular is how they punish you financially. If you're a truther, if you're a whistleblower, that's how they get you. Invariably, is in your pocket, isn't it? And it kind of overwhelmed me watching this and thinking about it, and it dawned on me just how much of a massive responsibility I actually have to all of these incredible people who are sacrificing so much just for ordinary people like you and me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that responsibility has slowly gotten bigger and bigger, hasn't it? As your show has gotten bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and like I say, it just occurred to me when I watched that film over my holiday. You know, I was laid up on the couch for a week. I had what's known as colloquially as a man cold. You know, when a woman gets a cold, she's got a little bit of a sniffle and a little bit of a and but when a man has a cold, it knocks you down. It's like being smashed with a bowling ball, and you suddenly become a lot more pathetic. Like the larger the man is, the more pathetic you become when you're inflicted with a cold. And I'm 6'4", so you can just imagine how pathetic I was.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Vinny. It is the middle of winter there. Are you like experiencing cold temperatures too?
Yeah, it sucks. I really hate the cold. Almost as much as I hate globalism. And unfortunately, globalism doesn't change with the seasons. But what did I do? Oh yeah. Last 4 days. And if there's any filmmaker out there who can take the Pepsi challenge on this one, cut together 3 documentaries in 3 days on the last 3 days of your holiday. Right, that's what I did. Okay, I was up to first night. I got to bed at 6:50 a.m. Second night, got to bed at 7:40 a.m. And last night, got to bed at 5:30 a.m. So there's
3. You do your best work overnight. You know that, Vinny.
Yeah, and to be honest, these 3 documentaries that I've made are the best work that I've ever done.
Right.
One for a guy who's doing electromagnetic frequencies. I mean, he's coming on the show on this Friday. Named Paul Waddle, and he's one of only 3 people, I think, in New Zealand who's actually qualified to test environments for electromagnetic frequency. And I've got a Mac computer and these giant energy saver bulb lighting display where I am, gargantuan TV behind me and everything. So his instruments are going to go off the charts in here when he's going to cook in the seat next to me when he comes in studio. The other one was a guy named Russell Malcolm who had. All right, dig this. Imagine the Prime Minister himself had ordered that you be arrested because you're exposing corruption, and dictates over the phone in the middle of the night, after his bodyguards have woken him up, what your bail conditions are, including you're not allowed to contact any member of parliament at the height of election season. Okay, that's Russell Malcolm. They kicked him out of house,
right.
kicked him out of house, kicked him out of home, all of that kind of stuff. This guy's exposing massive levels of corruption within the councils in Auckland, right? And they've fracked him, and nobody else will help. The media won't talk to him. Any of these other people. So I got Russell around to my house, right? Set him down in front of the computer, in front of the camera with a microphone, and got him to lay out. He had 56-page dossier that he read out.
Wow.
Do you have any idea how long it takes to edit 56 pages of dialogue?
Yeah.
I did it in a
You
night.
put it out there now, it's there to be seen by, it's in concrete kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So now it's up on air, and he was suffering really massive emotional trauma as a result of these things that have been done to him.
I heard one of his interviews.
And as a result, I made sure to ask him this question yesterday when he phoned me up. I asked him, so Russell, have you felt better now that I've got these videos up for you? And he says, you know what, from time to time, Vinny, things don't seem that bad anymore because you actually, did that for me. And I had this feeling, and it was the reason why I was up so late at night finishing this off, is because I felt that it would save his life. Okay.
Wow.
And in no small fashion I have. So there's documentary 2, and then the third one, there were these 3 doctors who, like, fluoride's bigly being debated in New Zealand right now because they took it out of the water supply in one of our most major cities, Hamilton, and we had.
Right.
And so we had 3 doctors give us slideshow presentations. Now, editing slideshow presentations, and this is the very first time I've done this. I had 2 cameras, so I got my GoPro camera and my other little one on the tripod. And for the first time ever, I actually cut in those 2 different camera angles for these 3 doctors. So all of those videos are now up online for people to see. Professional as frack. Is basically about as close as I can come to describe how well I edited these things, and it's just like the people who are part of the Fluoride Action Network. A lot of them are retired doctors, and the fact that they're willing to come out of their retirement, travel the country, give these presentations in order to get this fracking toxic corrosive poison out of our water. It's just, again, back to the Al Pacino thing. It's like, I'm fighting for you and I'm still fighting. I'm fighting sleep just so I can get this up there, because there's
fracking the pituitary gland.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just sick of fluoride in the water, man. And you know what I'm sick of more than just the fluoride in the water? Is the scum. These frickin' fluoride-promoting scum who got nothing but insults, ad hominem, appeal to authority, BS crap, labeling us all as nutters and so on and so forth. Just this avalanche of media propaganda, and here's me sitting there realizing that I'm the only media in the country that's actually capable of doing anything of note to balance that situation. And that's not because I'm so massive. It's because there's just nobody else really doing the radio show every day and having a YouTube channel of any decent size. So yeah, it's just responsibility again. I had to be up late doing that because of a lack of options. All right, well, we've come to the end of the first segment here. DJ Profit is my guest, and I've spent most of the first segment doing the majority of the talking. We'll be right back after the break at theVinnieEastwoodShow.com.
No matter where you live, globalism affects you. Did you know that The Vinnie Eastwood Show has more subscribers than New Zealand Herald TV and is New Zealand's most popular YouTube news channel, where warm-hearted humour and a list of awesome guests talk about crucial issues which the mainstream media ignore. A show where you, the listener, can phone up with questions, comments and suggestions of guests. Vinny is building a hub to connect truthers with raw information they need to become active. He can help you gain further skills such as website building, producing audio and video, and creating revenue streams in your own multimedia environment. Because Vinny supports such a wide range of people in the truth movement, he is not government or corporate backed and relies entirely on your donations. Give now, give generously, or subscribe for $10 a month for access to ad-free video archives. Just visit thevinnyeastwoodshow.com and click donate.
Program.
Thank you so much, Vinny. It's an honour to be with you.
Could you please tell us a little bit about who you are and what it is you do? Because I've been away from a 2-week break, and I think I got about 3 hours sleep. I think I've been up all night editing a wonderful documentary for the Fluoride Action Network, and I just got it finished, and I feel refreshed and pumped, and I can't wait to interview you.
Awesome. Well, the more information that gets out about the negativities of fluoride, the better.
Yeah,
No doubt about
negativity's such a good thing these days.
Great to be on your show, Vinny. I've been following your show now, and I'm familiar with birth signs and stuff, and I'd be interested to know, and I'm sure the audience would be, to know what your birth sign is.
I was born on probably the worst day of the year in terms of if you ever want anybody to show up to your birthday party, 29th of December, so that would make me a Capricorn.
Oh, my goodness. 29th December, huh? So right in the middle of the summer for you.
Yeah, Capricorn. That's the reason I'm so fond of hats and also of corn.
Always got a good joke to tell, that's for sure.
Oh well, I've always got a joke, whether or not it's...
And you have some great guests on, and I'm very happy to be one of your guests.
Yeah, well, you're going to add to the list, yo.
Okay. American Freedom Radio rocks.
It does. Kind of like Fraggle.
Fraggle?
As in Fraggle Rock.
Yeah, I was going to tell you something about yourself, perhaps, because, my name is DJ Prophet. I've been DJ Prophet since 1998. I'm a kind of a tech DJ, like Psytrance, actually. I like to DJ. Are you familiar with that style of music, Psytrance?
Is it the kind of music where you drop an E and you buzz out to it on the dance floor and such? If that's the case, then yes. The what?
As long as it's hallucinogenic.
Oh, a hallucinogenic trance. Yes, I'm also familiar with those.
Well, you don't have to be hallucinogenized or anything like that, but, the music does it itself, really.
Well, as long as it's not hallucino-eugenics.
I was going to ask you, though, Vinny, because I do a little bit of astrology.
All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another exciting episode of the Vinny Eastwood Show, broadcasting live from the fabulously fluoridated capital of Auckland, New Zealand, the island-chained nation in the sunny slave South Pacific. It's not only fluoridated, it's also Fukushima irradiated, which is good for the economy, because now everybody can get a part-time job as an incandescent light bulb. And my very special guest is, I believe, DJ Prophet. Welcome to the